guys, it's Christina with All Mom Does, and I'm here at Shades of Green at Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. And Shades of Green is the military access resort that's here on Walt Disney World property. And today I thought I'd give you a tour. But it is October 2020, and so you know what that means. Face coverings are mandatory for everything, so let's do this. So a very brief history of the Shades of Green Resort is that it was initially built and owned by Disney, but because of its location on a couple of golf courses and its design as a golf clubhouse themed hotel, it wasn't really viewed by the public as a Disney hotel, and so its occupancy rate was significantly lower than the rest of their properties. Long story short, eventually it was sold to the Department of Defense and is now an Armed Forces Recreation Center that's accessible to military service members, retirees, their dependents, and a few other eligible folks. So it's a great opportunity to stay on Disney property for non-Disney prices. I think it's also really important to note that this property is self-sustaining, so no taxpayer funds are used to fund it. Now, because this is a military resort, you can expect that there will be ID checks when you come onto the property. There is a gate and someone who checks 100% of the IDs. When you check into the hotel, you will also be given a paper ID slip that serves as your proof that you are a resident of the hotel. And people who are guests of service members and not necessarily service members themselves who don't have a military ID are given this as well to prove that they are permitted on property. The lobby is really comfortably decorated. There's a coffee stand right in there and the reception desk. Everyone's really friendly. And then if you go downstairs, there's a really beautifully decorated area that has waterfalls. It's just really kind of a relaxing spot. And you go down the staircase, and at the bottom is where you go to catch your buses to go to the Disney parks. Shades of Green has their own fleet of buses to transport their guests to the Disney parks and to Disney Springs. When you get on the bus, you can expect that they will check your military ID and also request to see your paper ID to prove that you are guests of the hotel. The schedule is published and it's really easy to access. We've had a lot of luck using their bus service and it's been super convenient. Another benefit of staying at Shades of Green is that there is an exchange on property. There's a wide selection of drinks and snacks and souvenirs and clothes and toiletries, anything you might have forgotten. There's a selection of liquor and beer and wine, and if you have a military ID, you can purchase these items, and everything in the exchange is tax-free. And so it's really fantastic. We've found that the prices here tend to be about half of what you would find at the other resorts on property. So it's a really great way to save some money. Heading back towards the lobby, we run back into the coffee stand, and one of the things I noticed is that it's never busy. So I was there at 8:30 this morning. I expected a line of people, and there's only one person in line ahead of me. I'm from Seattle, and this is a decent cup of coffee, and so I don't know where everyone is. You can also get some great homemade ice cream there. And then also there's Mickey. The grounds themselves are really green and lush and sprawling. They're really beautiful. Way in the back there, you can see a tennis court. And then going around the other way, you can see more of the buildings. And then we'll come back around to the tennis courts one more time. One of the things I've noticed is that this property is really quiet, and I'm sure part of that has to do with the fact that we're in a pandemic and a lot of people aren't traveling right now, but there are nights that the hotel has been fully booked while we've been here, and it's still been very quiet. And I did hear about that prior to coming. Even in normal times, it does tend to be a little more mellow and quieter than a lot of the traditional Disney resorts. So it's kind of nice to have that relaxation. So this is the Mill Pond pool. It's one of two pools. This is the more active one. It's great for kids. It's got this little splash pad area for the younger folks. And then for the bigger folks, it's got this bigger slide and a deeper pool. And it is shaped like Mickey. Near the Mill Pond pool, there's also this cute little playground for kids. Close by, there's also a giant Connect 4 set and a life-size checkers board along with a ping pong table. This is all adjacent to the Mill Pond pool and Evergreen's restaurant where you can actually get snacks or even order drinks by the pool. Next up is the Magnolia pool. And this pool is a zero entry pool. It's much less crazy than the other one just because it doesn't have all the kids' attractions, but there is a hot tub in this pool, so make sure to check that one out. As you can see, all of the rooms at Shades of Green do have a balcony, which is a huge benefit. And if you're in the right location and on the bottom floor, you'll open it right to the pool. There's lots of vending machines and ice machines on every floor in every building, so you'll be able to get snacks and ice. And there's laundry rooms, and these laundry machines are amazing. They take credit cards, so no quarters, no nothing. And there's even an app that can tell you when your laundry's done. And there's also a microwave in each laundry room. So here we're going to check out one of the guest rooms. This is a standard guest room. When you come in, there's a pretty decent entryway. And as you'll see, the size of the rooms are pretty great for the price that you're paying. There's a big closet. In there is a safe and a full-size ironing board and an iron. There's some hangers in there. And then if you look in the bathroom's a pretty decent size. So we have this first area with double sinks, and then in the back, there's a separate door. And it's got the toilet and the shower and tub in there. And you also get a hairdryer in every room. So please forgive the mess. Right now, they're not doing any housekeeping service. So we are halfway into a week's stay. So we are managing. So as you can see, the rooms are pretty spacious. So there's 4 of us, and we've been here for about 4 days, and we haven't felt crowded at all. So a couple beds, there's a fold-out couch back there. A collection of vitamins because we're in a pandemic. Got to boost those immune systems. And there's also a table and chairs. So it actually really is spacious. And I mentioned before that every room has a balcony. And so we have a golf course view. And so there's a little table and a couple of chairs out there. Also a great place to hang your swimsuits after the pool to dry off until you're ready for your next dip. Back in the room, just another view. Again, it's been plenty of room for the 4 of us. Lots of drawer space. And they're pretty big. We each took one. There's a lot of empty drawers in there, and we've got enough clothes for a week. And there is also a mini fridge. And like I said, there is a microwave in each of the laundry rooms. Unfortunately, there is not one in your room, but there is a coffee maker. And I'll also note that the Wi-Fi is pretty decent in our room. I hope you enjoyed that tour of Shades of Green Resort here at Walt Disney World. If you want more information on our family's visit to Walt Disney World during some of the pandemic changes, check out our other video and the blog that goes with it. And don't forget to subscribe to All Mom Does on YouTube and like us on Facebook.